Hello, folks. Welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. So, during his presidential campaign, Joe Biden promised to end fossil fuels. Now, if you're in that business and you know the guy who got elected is going to end your business, chances are you're going to take a very defensive posture regarding your future operations and investments. You're not going to go and embark on some wildly expansionary strategy, even though short-run prices and profits might be favorable, but you fear that you will not have a functioning business in the longer term. That's just called prudent common sense. Now, maybe Joe Biden regrets being so definitive about ending fossil fuels because of today's record oil and gasoline prices that are killing the economy and the middle class. But he still believes, as a cardinal principle of the radical, woke, progressive climate agenda, he still believes he will kill fossil fuels. Still believes it. See for yourself.
Exxon made more money than God this year. Why aren't they drilling? Because they make more money not producing more oil. Exxon, start investing. Start paying your taxes.
All right, so let's do some fact checking. For starters, ExxonMobil, which lost $20 billion in pandemic year 2020 and had to borrow $30 billion the year before to finance its capital investments, Exxon paid more than $40 billion in taxes last year, 2021. That's right, they paid $40 billion in taxes. So, Uncle Joe said they need to start paying their taxes. Well, they paid 40. Think that's enough? Think they paid their fair share? Exxon's $40 billion is even bigger than Elon Musk's $11 billion in tax payments. Think he paid his fair share? Or do you think this utterly ridiculous presidential woke baying about paying one's fair share of taxes is just a lot of bunk? Nonsense. Factually untrue. Are you as sick of it as I am? In his letter to Exxon CEO Darren Woods, Biden threatened, and I'm going to quote, "My administration is prepared to use all reasonable and appropriate federal government tools and emergency authorities to increase refinery capacity," end quote. Big threat. Sounds a bit like Hugo Chavez nationalizing the Venezuelan oil companies years ago. Perhaps Mr. Biden's going to send 20 or 30,000 Army troops to take over Midland, Texas, and seize ExxonMobil. While he's at it, maybe he'll take Chevron as well. Well, here's a couple more factoids about this story. According to the American Petroleum Institute, the U.S. is about 1 million barrels short of refining capacity right now. 11 refineries have been forced to shut down or convert to renewable fuels as a result of federal and state policies. EPA ordered the shutdown of several other refineries because of environmental and air quality restrictions. At a recent conference, Chevron CEO Mike Wirth said there would never be a new oil refinery built in the United States. No new refineries have been built since the 1970s, and what's left of the refining industry is operating at 94% capacity. So I ask you, who's to blame here? I would say the government. Excessively stringent interpretations of the Clean Air and Clean Water rules, the end of NEPA permitting reforms, truly ridiculous rules coming out of the White House Council on Environmental Quality, and the highest levels ever set by the EPA for renewable fuel standards. Go figure. Now, consequently of all this, $5 gas at the pump comes from a series of self-inflicted wounds from our president, who is doing all he can to end fossil fuels. And regrettably, all these radical progressive climate change policy chickens are coming home to roost. And basically, the whole country is against it. This climate obsession, which is so harmful to our economy and middle-class living standards, this climate obsession is just part and parcel of the progressives' attempt to transform society. They ignore facts, and instead they prefer to repeat falsehoods. They're doing what they can to prevent any criticism. And you know, in Biden world, criticisms are labeled misinformation. This progressive thrust is a totalitarian strategy to prevent free speech. It's part and parcel of an authoritarian attempt to block religious freedom. It's an effort to end free market capitalism and replace it with big government socialism, statist, and central planning toward redistribution instead of economic growth. All of this part and parcel of a related movement in our schools, our homes, our families to cancel traditional culture. This is a radical lurch to the left going on inside the Democratic Party. It began with Barack Obama. It was temporarily halted by Donald Trump. And now it is exponentially advancing under Joe Biden. It's a pity. But you know what? The good news, America doesn't want it, and America's not buying it, and the cavalry is coming to change it. And that's my riff tonight.